What's going on, guys? Mr. Bricksquack back here with another video. Today we have a set that is a bit of a continuation, I guess, from the last review I did. So the last review I did was the Ambush on Ferric set, and that is from the Andor TV show. And as we all know, the conclusion of Andor is in the form of a movie that was released quite a number of years ago, and that was Rogue One. And today I have one of the sets from Rogue One, one of the sets from the first wave, and that is the TIE Striker. This is one of the coolest sets that I've ever set my eyes on. As you guys probably all know, I'm a huge TIE Fighter fan, and so this is probably the coolest TIE variant in my opinion, and so I knew that I needed to get my hands on this set specifically. I also just love Andor, I love Rogue One, that entire like Rebel storyline, and so this was absolutely perfect for me. Comes with some great minifigs, the build looks really good. From what I heard, the set was pretty overpriced for its time. I think comes in at just a little over 500 pieces for $70. But obviously this is retired now, been retired for a very long time. This came out in like 2016. But I managed to get it for a really good deal, only 120 bucks. Usually it goes for about $180 or something like that on the aftermarket. But again, I got very lucky. I found a really good deal on Facebook Marketplace. The box is a little bit beat up, but it is sealed. I verified all the seals are intact. Hopefully, you know, it's all good and everything. Otherwise, I'm going to have to contact the seller. But I think it looks good to me. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and unbox it, show you guys the contents, and then go ahead and build it and do a full review. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, guys. So went ahead and unboxed the set. First thing to really note is the box art. Absolutely gorgeous box art. The way the explosions are captured, the way the minifigures are placed, that really cool Death Trooper on top right there. That's really sick. Absolutely love the details on this box art. I wish they did that still, but you know they don't these days, so it is what it is. And then when you look at the bags themselves, we have a total of 5 numbered bags. Makes sense, probably about 100 pieces per bag for this 500-piece set. And then you have an instruction manual, unfortunately a little bit crumpled. Again, the state of this box wasn't particularly great when I got it, but I still love the fact that it was sealed and everything, and such a good deal. You also have these stickers here, quite an extensive sticker sheet, honestly, for a set that I personally believe should not have any stickers, but I'm guessing that's to do some of the exterior details and perhaps some of the interior stuff, so that'll be that. But yeah, hopefully this will be a really fun build. It looks really fun. I've always really enjoyed building ties, so I'll check in with you guys after I finish the build. Alrighty, guys, just finished the build of the TIE Striker. Build was pretty fast overall. I think it took me a little under 2 hours. And honestly, really enjoyed the build process. I really enjoyed building the cockpit area, to be honest. I thought it was fantastic. The wings were pretty fun to build as well. And all the attachment techniques and stuff are really smart by LEGO here. Not the most advanced thing I've ever done, but definitely a really fun build overall and one that I truly enjoyed. Overall, if I had to rate the build process, I would give it about an 8 out of 10. Really, the only bad parts for me were the sticker applications. I'm definitely not fans of that, but otherwise a pretty solid build for sure. Now, taking a look at the minifigure lineup here, we have a really nice minifigure lineup with 4 figures. Honestly, a relic of the past because we really don't get minifigures that are this nice anymore and with such high detail. I'm starting off with the very left side here. We have the Imperial Ground Crew, which is actually a brand new minifigure. I don't think he's ever been seen before in any other set. Pretty sure he's exclusive. But this is a really nice figure. Has a brand new helmet mold from what I understand, and has those 2 lighting sticks, and I assume that he is the one that is used to kind of guide the landing of a TIE Striker. If you guys don't know, TIE Strikers are used kind of like in surface combat instead of, you know, in space. They're optimized for air combat, similar to like how fighter jets are, as opposed to TIE Fighters, which, you know, are able to go into space, which is really interesting. And then you obviously have the TIE Pilot right there. Nothing really special. I don't think he's exclusive, but looks nice regardless. Just a very standard TIE Pilot, no arm printing or anything. Then you have a Rebel Trooper, which is really neat. Very nice looking prints right there. Really nice helmet and everything. So yeah, just a really cool minifigure. to have. Again, you don't even need to have this, to be honest. They could have left this one out and it would have been a great set with just these two guys. But honestly, the fact that Lego put it in is just really, really nice. Huge shout out to them. And then finally, you have what I would call the star of the show here, which is a Shore Trooper. This actually is an exclusive variant. I did a little bit of digging into the Shore Troopers because I was really interested in kind of army building them. And it turns out that the one in this set is actually a very specific one. It has one blue arm and blue printing right here. They have, normal Shore Troopers or Scarab Troopers, whatever you want to call them. And those don't have any blue on them. And then there's one with a poly bag that has like double blue arm printing. So this is actually a unique figure in that sense, and it's really, really cool. They gave him a very nice like custom gun instead of the standard blaster, which is super cool. Forgot to mention that about the Rebel guy too. He has a bit of a special gun. So yeah, really, really nice helmet mold and everything. Just absolutely love the way this thing looks. And yeah, we definitely love some more of these Shore Trooper guys. They're absolutely fantastic. Now, taking a look at the vehicle itself, the TIE Striker. I mean, this is honestly fantastic. It looks, in my opinion, like one of the coolest TIE variants for sure. Just taking a look at the build aesthetically, looks absolutely phenomenal, to be honest. I mean, I love everything about this. The size really, really is huge. I mean, this is honestly like the same size as like some UCS wings, so that's really, really impressive. Just absolutely love the design. I love how big the kind of body of the TIE Striker is compared to the TIE Fighter, so that's really, really nice. Yeah, absolutely love it. I don't really mind the stickers as much as I thought I would. Again, they kind of blend in pretty well overall. Would I have liked everything to be printed? Yes, but not everything is. This, I think, is the only printed piece from what I understand, and it does look really, really nice. So shout out to Lego for printing that, but the rest of them are all stickered, and it's fine. It's fine. It looks okay. In terms of the color scheme, there's not much to write home about. Most of it is just light gray and black with some dark gray bits and pieces. Kind of the one unique addition, I think, that comes with the set is the sand blue. Not sure why they decided to do the sand blue. I guess I gotta really pull up the shot from the movie to really understand why, but I think it's a peculiar choice. It kind of looks a little bit off to me. I do like sand blue as a color, but just not sure it works in the overall like aesthetic of this build. But it's not bad. It's all right, and I do think that in general the shaping and everything is absolutely fantastic. If you take a look at it from kind of the front view right here, it looks absolutely gorgeous, very menacing, very, very cool indeed. Now, taking a look at the kind of main play feature of this build, I guess, there is one main feature. So currently we have this in its kind of default landed position, but there is an option to put it into attack position. And the way you do it is with this switch in the back right here. So what you do is you click it up, and then you do the same thing on the other one. They're individual, so they're not connected or anything. But you do that, and boom, it's ready. It's in attack mode. And honestly, it looks really sick. It's a very, very sleek mechanism. I love the way it looks. Absolutely fantastic here. Just look at that. It's very, very swooshable. Definitely one of the most swooshable sets. Again, Lego really did a good job of making this a very sturdy build, as well as an aesthetic one. So huge props to them. There's also a play feature, as you can see on the bottom, with these flick fire missiles. So I can go ahead and flick one right there. That just flew across the room. I'm going to have to pick that up later. But yeah, it's a very, very cool feature indeed. Definitely has some play value, I would say, overall. Definitely really, really cool, though. That is honestly one of the coolest features I've seen on a TIE playset. And now taking a look at the interior of the build, there actually is some interior for sure. So if you look at this back panel right here, if you open that up, you have some spots to actually put some of the material or the gear that the TIE fighter pilot uses. So this is a radio, this is a stickered part, so not the greatest there. And it has a really weird loose fit, which I don't like. Now this gun right here has a very tight fit, so it's actually just kind of in this like little Technic hole right there. It's a little bit blurry, but yeah, you can kind of see that red Technic pin, you can just kind of shove the gun in and it holds pretty sturdy, I would say. Again, this doesn't hold sturdy. There's also a radio that's kind of clipped to the back right there. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there is a little small radio device. So yeah, you fit 3 things in here. I think canonically, this kind of back chamber is supposed to be used for a second pilot, but you know, they didn't have space to do that because of all the Technic stuff, so I kind of understand. Instead, they just made it a kind of storage chamber, which is neat. And then you also have the front kind of cockpit area, I guess. And so you can lift up the top of that, and you can also lift up the front window right there, which is really, really neat. And then you have a spot to put in your TIE fighter, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Yeah, so I just went ahead and put my little TIE guy in there. It's nice and a little comfy. Close the window there. Close that thing. And yeah, you go ahead and, you know, have your little TIE pilot guy in there. Kind of hard to see with all the lighting and everything, but he's in there. He's in there. And then you can, yeah, go ahead and put it in attack position and everything. And yeah, go ahead and fly around. Honestly, just a really neat set overall because of that. But yeah, gonna put it the way it's meant to be played. Oh yeah, swoosh it around, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want from Lego TIE sets. So just really neat there. Definitely really big fan of this for sure. Overall, I am a very big fan of the TIE Striker set. Super glad I was able to get it. Again, it's in Rogue One, one of the main vehicles used in the Battle of Scarif and everything. So honestly, just super neat. Love the minifigure lineup, love the aesthetic, love the play features and everything about it. There are definitely some flaws, but overall, just a really huge fan of the set. If I had to give it a rating, overall, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Again, a very solid build, just a very, very solid set overall. And yeah, huge fan, and comes from one of the best movies in the Star Wars franchise, so that's definitely a big plus. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then go ahead and drop me a like. If you like all my content, then please go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Again, it costs me a lot to make these videos, and I really don't make any money off of them, so any support that you guys give me is really greatly appreciated. Comment below any feedback you guys have, whether it's positive or negative. I read all the comments and make sure to take everything into account when I make future videos. And if you guys want more videos, please stay tuned to Mr. Brickswag. Signing out, guys. Have a good one.